The demand to find COVID testing right now is very high. Cities and towns are responding to meet that need. Central Falls, Rhode Island's hardest hit city, opened a new testing site today in an effort to ease up on those long lines in the chilly weather. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie visited the new site and it had a full parking lot.
Yeah, Brian, the city opened up a site inside a former Rite Aid on Broad Street where the mayor tells me even though there is greater capacity inside for testing, they're still working out logistics on parking and traffic flow. I also spoke with a few people looking for tests today who called the situation frustrating. Driving down Broad Street in Central Falls was challenging at times as many cars were waiting to get to and from a new COVID test site where no appointments are necessary.
I've been here about not even a half hour, and once I got inside I was probably in there 15 minutes online, so they're moving right along.
Greg says this site made things easier compared to other city sites that had much longer lines outdoors.
The one up the block, everybody was outside, and that's cold. Yeah.
Last Wednesday, Central Falls Mayor Maria Rivera said a walk-up testing site ran out of tests within 3 hours of opening. That day, she told me she started the conversation to get the new site up and running on Broad Street to add more capacity for testing.
The previous site had like 4 windows. This one, they have 10 lines. So we increased it by over 50%.
The mayor's office tells me the Rite Aid site can handle testing up to 800 people per day by both rapid and PCR 7 days a week. But as fast as people got tested and left on Broad Street, more kept coming as the afternoon went on.
I'm just trying to look everywhere to get one.
Juliet said she came to the site after not finding any at-home tests at nearby pharmacies for her friend, but she still didn't have much luck. You didn't want to wait in line here?
No, so many people.
And Central Falls gave out 5,000 at-home COVID tests to residents last week. The mayor there tells me they're hoping to hand out more soon. Coming up at 5, hear more from Mayor Rivera about the city's response and how cases are faring right now. Live in studio, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.
Availability of appointments at state-run testing sites continue to be limited in Rhode Island today.
A late morning check of the state's test scheduling website showed only one of 23 testing sites had any appointments available through Wednesday. Most listed no appointments until Friday or Saturday.
12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie joins us now live in studio. Alex, a new testing site opened in Central Falls today where no appointments are necessary.
Yeah, the mayor's office tells me the new site on Broad Street in Central Falls inside a former Rite Aid can handle testing up to 800 people per day by both rapid and PCR tests 7 days a week. The new site opens up after residents complained of long lines outdoors in cold December temperatures. Central Falls Mayor's office tells me the new COVID site on Broad Street can administer around 1,200 tests per day if some people opt for both rapid and PCR testing.
Not a long wait outside or anything. It's pretty good now.
Mayor Maria Rivera says the former Rite Aid was quickly turned into an option for COVID testing after another site was dealing with lines extending out the building in the cold.
I started this conversation, I think, last Wednesday. We have a testing site today.
But with hundreds coming in for tests, traffic quickly got congested on Broad Street.
There are 3 exits here, but unfortunately they have ropes up at 2 at the exit, so we're trying to get the key from the owner so that we can open up the exits, and I think that would alleviate some of the traffic right in here in the parking lot.
Mayor Rivera says while the city handed out thousands of at-home COVID tests last week, they're looking to administer more as soon as she can get them from the state. But the city will also emphasize vaccinations in the coming weeks as well.
We're going to start hosting weekly booster clinics, but besides the booster, we're also doing the first vaccine and the second vaccine for anybody who hasn't gotten it and now wants to get it. I can't wait for at least 6 weeks to go by and see where we are, because this is crazy.
Mayor Rivera says the city is seeing a daily percent positive rate of about 20%. She says the city will host those vaccine clinics she mentioned every Saturday this month. Live in studio, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.